everybody, my name is Christian. Today I'm going to be talking and kind of going over this Jazzmaster guitar that I built. I built it with my dad. I think we did a pretty good job. Plays and everything. You know, you can play all the hits that you'd want to play. But first things first, let me give you some background before we get into some of the past footage. But essentially, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I've built some door spring instruments, specifically harsh noise instruments, and then I've built one guitar, which is sitting over here. I can't get to it, otherwise I'd show it to you. And I built that guitar. It was alright. It was a standard parts, you know, first Partscaster build, kit guitar. And anyway, some precursor, or I don't know what the right word is, but some little bit of context. When quarantine happened, I wanted to build instruments. And this involved me buying a lot of parts that didn't fit together. And, yeah. And so I had a bunch of stuff laying around. One of these things was this Jazzmaster body, which this is what it originally looked like. Now, it did have a tailpiece end right here. And I did get it put together. It had 2 coats of Danish oil, I think. It wasn't as smooth as this, but yeah, I have put a picture of what those look like. But yeah, I played it. I took it apart, and then I filled this hole for some reason. For some reason, I didn't understand that a top loading bridge exists. That just means you screw it right to the body and you don't do any routing. But anyway, that was about it. The body just sat for like a couple of years, probably about 2 or 3 years, not doing anything. I just felt awful looking at it. And then one day I found this old Strat neck that I had taken off another guitar, and I was like, whoa, that fits. And so, you know, about a month or 2 later, here we go. And so, I've put some of the videos over here, so hopefully you'll enjoy. Thank you. Okay, so this is from when me and my dad first started. Right here, he's measuring everything, because we needed to cut out a little piece for the bridge to sit, which, that's him doing that right now. Everybody, it is currently February the 8th. I'm going to show off some of what I have got with my guitar, the Jazzmaster Partscaster that I'm very excited for. Okay, so first of all, this is that first thing that I got. This is just Raskolnikov, my other guitar that I built. I do want to revive this guitar because I haven't played it in quite a bit. Maybe give it some fretwork or something, but that's for another video. This is what I got from the other guitar. I forget what I was going to name it, but I will. So, yeah, that's what this looks like. I do not know what this is. I know it's a block, some sunflower seeds, a piece of a paintbrush, and then I think like a toothpick and a bunch of wood glue. I do not know why I did this. I was like 18. I don't know what this route was for. I don't know if it was for a pick guard or what exactly it was, but oh, I think I was gonna make like an acoustic thing, but anyway, I didn't do that. So me and my dad, we got this little floating bridge. Well, not floating, but this top-loaded bridge, which means there's nothing on the back here. Just some screws right there. This pickguard, we had to do a little cutting with. What we'll do is we will hopefully route around so it fits a little bit better. because right now there's some edges. It's kind of hard to see, but take a look here. When we did the route, it was like, it's able to fit right there. But anyway, so we are going to route that out this weekend, so I'm excited for that. The next thing I'm gonna do is sand this one thing, this body, and then I will hopefully do a time lapse of that, so check that out. Also forgot to show this off. This is my pickup that I got from CBGitty. It is just a volume pot and then the output jack, and that's it. There is no ground wire, which may be something I want to get put in eventually, but essentially it's going to fit right here. That's what we use that route for. Let me move this. These are also nylon strings, which I just needed for the route, but essentially we'll be able to drill in, and so that will be fun. Yep. Real quick, this guitar, I just put nylon strings to get the alignment for the pickup route. I did have to mess around with like the action some because it was dying. That's not the right words. Anyway, I did get the action fixed, and it is pretty playable, so I'm going to do a quick little demo with just the nylon strings, so I hope you enjoy that. Give me a second. That buzzing comes from this part of the bridge over here, which, yep. This other string, it's just like a G string, I think. Anyway, it doesn't sound very good because it's like junk strings, and I think I need to get a string tree, so, yep. This is the title track to an album. It's called I Got Fat, 'cause I gained a lot of weight when you said you wanted a break, and I am traumatized. I'm taking... I'm gonna do this Blair Witch style. What's up, guys? I've been sanding for the past like hour or so. Hour and a half. I did a cool time lapse. I want to show you what I got here. So this is the guitar. It's sanded all the way up to 320 from 60. 60 did a really, alright job of kind of smoothing this out. I mean, it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. I can't complain. There's these little things that I'm not too worried about. I don't know if that's like residue from the tongue oil, but I mean, like, it looks pretty good. And so, yep, so I'm excited. So I am going to, yep, that's it. I am going to sweep up here. What's up, guys? I wanted to update y'all on my guitar. So this is the guitar. Me and my dad did route out the pickup cavity. However, we did route out a little bit too much. I'll put a picture right here. I did this little thing. I like it pretty good. I mean, I'll probably need to tape it or something down. I think it might look a little janky, but cool. And anyway, I'm going to test it out this evening at band practice, me and my dad. The last thing we need to do is fit this pickup, or fit where the pick guard's going to meet with the bridge, because it needs a little trimming, but hopefully they get that this weekend. The hot knife, I put some strings to test out the pickup, because the pickup is pretty good to go. It was that CBGitty pickup, so I am going to play a song right now. Plugged in. This is working. Every now and then it'll unconnect. I want to say that's the Bluetooth, but should be pretty good. So it's going through a line 6, by the way. Sounds pretty good. Watching guy right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to park there or not. Alright, gamers. So I took the pick guard and everything. We're gonna try and the whatchamacallit, the guitar body. There is a guitar. There is a screw stuck in here, so luckily my dad has a drill bit that can get that out, but if not, it's not the worst thing that happened to one of my guitars. What's up, everybody? It's February 17th. I've begun to use Rit dye. This is what I got. It looks pretty nice, to be honest with you. I don't think I want to do a black stain, but I'm going to see how many layers I can get with this, if it'll darken up. But I mean, if it just stays like this sort of brownish look, I'm kind of fine with that. It's just about letting it dry and then doing that. But alrighty, goodbye. What do I need to do to get through to you and be a who? I think I'm in love with you and everything you do and everything you are. And when I play this song, I keep taking a video. It looks a lot cooler. Looks a lot cooler in person than it does in real life. I'm gonna let it dry and then we shall see. Okay, future Christian here again. I forgot to take a video of what it looked like when it dried, but here's some pictures from around that time. I'm gonna show what that, this is the cute little picture I painted on the bridge hole. This is a video of my dad making the pickguard flush with a hot knife, and yeah. What's up, everybody? It's March 1st. I'm going to be showing you, the guitar is pretty much finished. Not really, I'm just kidding. But I want to show you some stuff that I did, because me and my dad, we did get quite a bit of work done on it, so let me show you. Now, with this being said, there is a couple of issues that popped up while it's finishing up. I'm not too sure what exactly happened, but I need to figure out a way to get this to be lower. No worries, that's something I can do. Look at my cat. Mishka. Anyways, so a couple things. Littlest, I just need to move this volume pot. It's a little bit crooked. You can't really see it, but you can certainly feel it. Me and my dad, we stripped out 2 screws on accident, and I spent a lot of time pulling them out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with toothpick and then just some small toothpicks and then put some wood glue and then just re-drill the screw hole. So I'm not too worried on that end. Probably fill it with some sawdust. That's my pizza, by the way. The big thing that kind of concerns me, but not really, is this. Somewhere, I don't know if it was weather or what exactly happened, but this 3-piece body is beginning to split. And so what we will most likely need to do is take some wood glue, put it in here, and then shim it. I'm using this No Place Else sticker. No Place Else is a very good band that we play with, but it has an expletive. And anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm watching Back to the Future right now, so I probably won't time-lapse this, but I will show you once I get that done. Goodbye. So just a quick little update. I did fill this little hole, this wood hole, just with some toothpick pieces. I'm going to let this dry, see how it does, and then I'm going to try and screw the bridge back on. Okay, so here's what ended up happening once I got it clamped. As you can see, it actually sealed up pretty good. And I also did this cool little pretentious Jean-Michel Basquiat thing. So from there, I started priming the guitar. As you can see, I put my can of spray paint in hot water. There's the first coat. There's the second coat after I let it dry. Here's a cool little video, and then I'm sure that's the third, maybe fourth coat. But once I got those coats down, I started working on the polish, which I just use like straight automotive car polish. And it actually turned out really, really good. As you can see in these pictures, you know, it's real nice and shiny. It's still real nice and shiny, and it's kind of dark now, but once I did get that polish, I kind of, you know, got too excited, and I just ended up putting the whole guitar together. And yep, that's what it looks like when it's finished. But real quick, alright everybody, so yeah, that's been this guitar, my Jazzmaster guitar. I put it together. It's cool. It's cool. You know, it works pretty good. I think the only thing I need to do is just like intonate it, but like, who really cares? I'll get to that one day. But now I've played it a couple times unplugged, so I had a couple of my buddies plug it in, so. Will you also play at some point, what's the Dick Dale song? Miserloo. Woo! Listen to that puppy roar. That was Owl City by Fireflies.